Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel AVS Trainings. In today's video we are going to talk about how we can create a table using a primary key constraint. Before going into today's video, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel AVS IT Trainings, I request you to do that so you can get the next videos, and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload the new videos. So let's go and see how we can create a table using primary key constraint. So to create a table, we have to write a command, create table. Table name I am going to give employee, and then hit enter, start the brackets to give the list of columns. So I am going to have my first column as employee ID, and then I'm going to say this data type for this column is number, and it is going to accept 15 number. Okay, and then that is going to be the max length of the employee ID. Then I'm going to have few more columns. First name, which is going to be a varchar2 with 25 as the length, that much data I'm going to store. And the last name, varchar2 is also going to be the data type for this, and the 30 is the max length for this column. Okay, now I want to mention the constraint to a particular column. Okay, so I want to mention the primary key constraint to my column employee ID. So to do that, you have to say primary key here to the first column. Okay, so when we define this primary key constraint to a particular column, what does that mean? That this column is going to be a unique value column, and it is not going to accept the null values. Okay, so whenever you have any data inserted into this employee table, it is going to be a unique value in that table. Okay, it is the primary key column is going to uniquely identify that row. Okay, and it is not going to accept any null values. Okay, so now we can go ahead and create a table with this employee ID as a primary key. Okay, it says table created. Now when I am going to insert the data into this table, okay, insert into table is employee, provide the values. So let's say 101 is my employee ID. I'm just going to say some test data. Okay, first name is test and the last name is testing. Okay, and I'm going to run this query. Okay, it says one row inserted. Let's see the data from the table. Select star from employee. You can see that our row is inserted. Now we'll see that how actually the primary key constraint works. So constraint is nothing but a kind of rules or the restrictions applied on your table and with respect to a particular column. Okay, now if I try to do the another insert into this table, insert into employee table, values, and then I'm going to say 101 again, test. This is going to be the value for the second column, which is first name, and the last name is testing again. So what I am actually doing here, I am trying to insert the 101 employee ID, which is already existing in the table here. I am trying to insert the same row again. Okay, so you get the message here that Oracle will message you or give you an error that it is a unique constraint violated, because you are trying to insert the same row again with the same value to a employee ID column. That means that it is a unique column and it cannot accept the same employee ID again. So you have to give a different employee ID. So if I try to insert 102 now, which is going to be my second employee ID, I'm just changing the first name and last name again to that second employee. Okay, now if we try to run the query, it will accept because the employee ID is different. So till now in this table we have two rows, 101 and 102. So if you see from this two rows, employee ID is being uniquely identified in this table. The row is uniquely identified with the help of employee ID. Okay, now if I try to insert a null value into this column, okay, so I'm trying to insert a second row with null value to a employee ID column. Let's try to run this query. You will get the error that cannot insert null into employee table's employee ID column. So this way the primary key constraint says that you must enter a value, you cannot leave this column as null, and you must provide the unique values. So that is the meaning of a primary key constraint. I hope you liked my video. If you liked, please subscribe to my channel or like the video. Thank you for watching.